Hello, everybody. Ira Epstein, and here we are with your Spider ETF video. You haven't seen Ivy in a very long time, so I thought I'd bring her in. Yeah, that's a good girl. All righty. And I'll put her back down. She has grown tremendously, right? Just about a year. In fact, 2 days. She's a year old in 2 days. Quite a bit of fun we've had. All right, not so much fun, right? Crazy week. For some of you, a lot of fun. And this is April 28th, 2023, your Spider ETF stock market video, and the naysayers have won the week. And I mean they have won. Take a look behind me. Look at all this green that you've got. Google down. We know that they're having problems. Amazon having some problems over here. We're getting a bunch more type of retailers coming out this week. We'll see what they do. Tesla had a stellar day. I was wrong in that. Today I thought the market was actually a short sale. And by the end of the day, it lost bearish embedded reading. So you hear me say when I'm a winner. You'll also hear me say when I'm a loser on things. It didn't last very long. I think I was in the trade 5 hours. So it's just the way some of these things work. I liked NVIDIA today from the long side. That looks like it's working out. Metal's still under pressure. So what's the big event? The big event this week, as you know, is going to be the FOMC meeting. Over the weekend, your headlines are all going to be the First Republic Bank is gone. The Fed has taken it. I told you it wouldn't make it through the weekend. They can't afford for contagion to go out. They're having no private takers. So instead of just letting it dangle out there, the announcement out of Reuters that I saw was that it's going to disappear over the weekend now, and the stock cratered right after that in post-market. Last I saw was about $1.80, but it could be lower than that now. So going down, will it have any value? Probably not. They'll have to sell off the assets. If you have money there, over $250,000, shame on you. There was no reason to. I've said it here over and over, but I doubt that many of you do. I bet that 80, 90% of all the deposits fall under that. It's the other 10%. Why would you do that? When we take a look at Verizon, and I'm going to leave this up just to show you something. You know, I normally don't do this, but these are all the studies we have. I've gone on and I look at some of the services you all use, TradingView and the like. We did create our suite, though, for that particular service. So I sent out an email today, if you're on my mailing list, that you can subscribe and you get all the studies that I've got now in there. It's a very simple way to do it. But we have more studies than just about anybody. I love the way this works. I like how the tabs work at the bottom. It's so simple. When you look at Verizon, you've got on the charts lower highs, lower lows. Remember on the daily chart, we ran up, we filled the gap yesterday, a bit more follow through today. And the market's coming up to key resistance right here at 39.32. So you might say, well, Ira, is that going to be a short sale in the market? Here's the dilemma with doing that. You have a pattern of lower highs, but you also have higher lows. I don't think so. I think you step back and you see what the market's gotten it for a brief while here. The Bollinger Bands, as you can see, you made a run for the lower band, just missed hitting it, unfortunately. You hit the upper band, and you're probably going to fight here for a little bit, is my guess. In terms of momentum in the slow stochastic, they've gone flat. So I think with the end of this week now, you're at the point where the market neutralized itself, and I'll pick another chart to start showing you on Monday. In Schwab, you're not going anywhere. This market's just laying down here, still deposit fears. Remember, at the end of the day, Schwab is a very big bank. If they don't make money on trades with zero commission, they get paid, obviously, on the orders at one side, but you're not paying them any commission. They're taking your money, and what they're doing is they're going to make 10 times what they pay you on average. Can that change if they want to up the amount they pay? Sure. But they're not. And they're making that money, and that's, people are comfortable with it because of the home and the suite of all the things they offer. That isn't a bad thing, don't get me wrong. You have to decide what's right for you. And within Schwab, you can move your money and earn an awful lot more right within them, and you don't have to leave them. So they offer a pretty good service. But this is not out of the woods by any stretch of the imagination. You are in an area here where the market is flirting with being oversold or embedded. Well, this week you got both numbers under 20, both under 20, not under 20 the week before. So not quite embedded. This could be a bad week for it, or it turns away and doesn't embed. In Schlumberger, the big fight is right here. As you know, the energy market, we saw today, Exxon and Chevron, between the two companies, how much can you make in a quarter? Did you look at their earnings, what they did? $18 billion between the two of them. That's pretty impressive numbers, all right? Are they going out and really plowing that money back in and producing, like there's no tomorrow in oil? No. Are they going to produce more? Yes. Are they going to do it within restraints? Of course they will. Big restraints. Their job is to return that money to their shareholders, to make the corporate officers big bonuses. That's where the money's going to go. Pattern is still bearish. The battleground should be the 52.41 level. And if you get over 53.81, I don't think you'd want to be short anymore then. In KBE, you've got a higher high, lower low, and an oversold condition. How is this market going? In KRE, how are they both going to react to what's going on with First Bank? I don't know why I said Fifth Third. I apologize to them. With that bank, I don't know, all right? I would think it's an event that's ended. I'm not hearing any other banks that have that problem at this point. Maybe it's a good thing. In XLI, the resistance is right through here. If you can clear the high of last week, then you break the resistance area. But right here, what do I think the pros are doing? Well, it's hard to get short here when if you keep selling it, you're only looking for 98.85 and you're selling at 132. That's what I think the pros are doing. Even if you clear the highs of the prior week, 101.70, then you'd have a lower low, higher high. It's a hard chart. In the energy sector, you ended your bear run over here. You've come back up and you've just hung at the 18-day average, void of any trend at all. In FXE, the foreign currencies, well, I think they want to be bullish against the dollar, but would I want my clients going in to the FOMC meeting? No, I don't. When I come over to GLD, I'm friendly the gold market on breaks. The question is, if you get the break I want, you're no longer in the bull trend. You're really on this chart, if you were to take out last week's low, and that low was 183.22, you got a big problem. That would then give you lower highs, lower lows, and then you're calling for the 178 level, so more of a break in the market. Be careful with that. If the gold's got a problem, the miners have a problem. There's a lot of support down here. The setup, though, isn't bullish yet. You got to be patient, wait for it to come to you. In Tesla, you closed at the high of the week practically. That was enough to tell me I was wrong. Now, on the weekly chart, I look right, very right. But on the daily chart, I look very wrong. And I took my lumps today in that. Yes, as a weekly, I think the pros are selling short there, and I think they'll have stops all the way up here, looking to see if the market goes back. But 114 is such a big number away. How easy is it going to be to get there? You know, chart makes it look easy. It's not. In AMC, I noticed that IMAX had stellar earnings. Now, this is the season. This is when the kids are getting out of school. This is when you make money. I know. I ran a movie theater. I owned it. I didn't run it. I had a partner that ran it. And I know where the money comes in, when it starts, when it ends. This could easily, it's in an uptrend. So if you don't take out this week's low of 464, I'm guessing the pros are buying, looking for the 655 level. In Apple, why not carry it all the way to the 175.67 level? The market looks bullish to me. You're about to get a bullish crossover where the 18 gets over the 100-day average. It looks like that's a setup. I wouldn't touch TLT, any of these other BNDs until we get through the big report that the government's going to come out with, and that report is Wednesday. So get through that and then make your mind up what to do. I'll be walking you through all this, all right? So by Thursday morning, we'll be talking in spades. What do you do in this market? How do you trade the different SPDR ETFs? Which one should you be in? What's the reaction to what the Fed did? We're going to cover that. We cover 40 charts. Now, during the week, Monday through Friday, it's primarily day charts, but I'll mix in weeklies with it. And on the weekend, my subscribers, I've already posted it, by the way, the weekend edition is all of the weekly charts. It's 40, but I rotate them all the time. So there's something different for everybody in it. And the idea there is trying to catch trends you can hold on to, especially on the weekly version, trying to catch the bigger picture. How do you get this? It's simple. If you're watching me on YouTube, you see a join button in bright blue. That's one of the ways you can do it. Another way, you can go to our website at iraepstein.com. And if you go to research, it's there. Or if you move your cursor up here, you'll see the word, an icon will appear. And again, it's research. Give that a click. It'll take you right to that area. In the meantime, you have a great weekend. I'm going to watch a lot of F1 racing and not think about the markets. And I'll see you all come Monday morning. Take care.